Okay, it is 4:27, 8:27 in the morning. And this one's about my family and the FBI and Hillary Clinton and how it all tied together concerning me. So, let's go with the FBI first. Peter A. Hearn. Now, Arafat Nagy, they said, after the fact, was connected to the Lackawanna 6. And his one that came after him was Lori J. Bennett, and she was connected to the Khobar tires, Saudi Arabia. Now, where is it here? Right here, 96, Comey, Khobar tires, bombing in Saudi Arabia. He was the lead prosecutor. This happened under Clinton. Lori J. Bennett also worked in Chicago, right before Buffalo. And for her little shindig in this thing, she got a promotion. She went to the FBI headquarters in Washington. She now works for the CIA. So, what was Comey's promo? Right here. Right here. Managing Assistant, U.S. Attorney, in charge of the Richmond Division of Virginia. Right there. 96 to 2001. Now, Clinton had I put up already before I told you that she was bundling money at my house. My mother's husband, Anthony Kayeski, went and turned my house into a drug house, and there were tons of crimes occurring there. Now, they said his first visit as director of FBI was in 2014, but I actually caught him as an agent. So, now, both Comey and Clinton were in Buffalo at the same time. Clinton was signing books in 2016. Now, this is important because, why is it important? Because he went and he interviewed Clinton on July 2016 for her email server. So they were meeting before this interview. And he interviewed her on July 2nd, 2016. Now, now we come to a nice little flow chart. Tony. These people are all interconnected. It's all Clinton. All Clinton. There's Clinton, there's Clinton, and there's Clinton. Now I'm tying in my family. Okay. First we're going to Lackawanna 6. One of the 6 men had a daughter named Jen, which my brother, John, was engaged to. Now, John knows Nan, one of my stalkers here. And you pick that up in the audio. Now, they said that one of the Lackawanna 6 that they couldn't catch was Arafat Nagy. Right here. Peter J. Ahern said that he was one of the Lackawanna 6. They just couldn't catch him. So it would have been 7, I guess. Now, Arafat Nagy, and this audio is already up, and I turned it over to his lawyer, went and hired Nan for a sex show. Nan was so messed up that Arafat Nagy didn't pay her. So she went and turned his ass in. Now, Tony, my mom's husband, knew Arafat Nagy. He was at the house, and I said that several times. Tony also knows Nan, which he was one of his drug dealers. Now, my employer, two of the people on the executive board, they did an undercover sting in Toronto for to see who would show up for terrorist organization, and two people on the executive board from People Inc. showed up. Now, people, Tony and my mother, were taking money from People Inc. and they were told to stop by the government, and they didn't, and they got a nasty little label attached to them as terrorists. They were told to stop, and they didn't. So, People Inc. is now, and this is where I was injured. This is the worker comp case right here. It's connected back up to Tony. I also got that People Inc. is connected to Nan. Now, why is this all important? You say, well, what does People Inc. have to do with all this? Well, let me explain this to you. Lori Bennett, who was the director of the Buffalo district, showed up at a workers' comp hearing. And it's the hearing where Highmark Insurance Company was repaid their money. That was that hearing. Now, why is Comey important? What the hell has he got to do with you? It has to do with your family, but what's it got to do with you? He's the one that showed up at the competency hearing back in Buffalo. They tried to have me slammed into the mental hospital over at ECMC, and that's exactly where this AI shit took place. So, those records are going to be opened, and and also Mr. Comey went to the University of Chicago. It's where he got his law degree, by the way. So, there's the connection. Oh, and the Khobar terrors, by the way, took place in Saudi Arabia. So what these people were actually doing after 9/11 was trying to keep my mouth shut. That's what the hell was going on. Problem is I'm not programmable. So they got a problem. They put forth, and I'm going to put this straight on the line here. These are the people that put forth that the Saudis were terrorists, Saudi royal family. So, if that's the case, why are we doing business with these people? Why is this country signing business contracts with these people? And why is our government taking money from these people? And the answer is, it wasn't the Saudis. It was Ansar Sharia who did that attack. And that's what Benghazi was all about. And I said that already. It's up on the internet. So this lawsuit that's coming forth again, they're refiling a lawsuit against the Saudi royal family. It's not going anywhere. It's a bunch of BS. They're going to claim national security, and the lawsuit will be thrown out. And why? Because they already knew that it wasn't them, wasn't the Saudis. And then comes the question. So we went to war with the wrong people. You destroyed our whole country based on a lie, and these people knew it. So, yeah, very interesting shit that's happened here, and how it's all interconnected, how these people got their promotions when you look at the dates, and so, oh, right here, here's also, Comey was also here's another connection back to Clinton. He was the special counsel to the Senate Whitewater Committee. Now, you gotta remember something, the Clintons were never convicted of anything. And who hid it? Who hid the things with the email server? Who had the meetings before he went in the interview about the email server? And like I said, first, she was involved with the Khobar. She also showed up at the workers' comp hearing. Right there. Now, the interesting thing is when I contacted Hallmark because there was something interesting that happened at that hearing, and I never got her name when I went to the hearing, but I know exactly what she looked like. She had orange hair. She had some of the nastiest nails imaginable I ever seen on a woman, ever. I mean, homeless people got better nails than this woman did. And a couple of months afterwards, she showed up on the news, and so that's her. And so this harassment and that's been going on, and now it's down to full-fledged assaults. They're also tied to my family and the people that are doing all this now, right here. No Arafat Nagy in the picture now. I did send a phone because they said it was actually Nan that was talking about Arafat Nagy. And I sent it to his lawyer because they convicted him. And also before they sent him off to jail, I called the FBI and I spoke to Agent Pike, who's the one that was in charge of this case. And they went and they put him in prison anyway.